Hey everybody, AGodlessProgressive here. This is going to be a video response to Variablast. He made a video response to my verification video, so I'm going to respond in kind. First off, you know, the title of your video, nigger's not a bad name or nigger's a good name. You know, some people might perceive that to be offensive. Just kind of wanted to point that out. At 38 seconds, you say nigger is a synonym for African Americans. No idea where you got that from. Nigger is a racial slur used to demean and oppress African Americans. You know, it's not another word to call African Americans. You know, it's not. So I don't know why you would think that. After that, from about that time to about the 50-second mark, you say, you know, like we should just get over the word nigger. We should just get over. I mean, it's just a word, right? It's just a word used to demean and oppress me. So I should just get over it. I should just get over it, which is incredibly ignorant and simplistic and all the things I've been saying to you in the other two videos and all my comments. You're being naive and simplistic, and you're being blind to racism because it doesn't affect you. You see, you're being blind to it. That's kind of what I was talking about in the last video. Let's just say, like, you know, we didn't know each other. Let's just pretend like we've never had any contact. Let's pretend I just saw this video. Okay, I just happen to see this video, and I see a white guy who changed his name to nigger, who says, I just need to lighten up and get over that people want to oppress me because of my skin and because of my heritage. How do you think I would perceive that? How do you think that would be perceived to people, Variablast? I have a funny feeling that that wouldn't be perceived very well, Variablast. I don't know. Call me crazy. At 1 minute you say you're outraged that people are telling you not to change your name. When I don't believe people are telling you not to change your name, they're just being realistic. I mean, just think about it like this. In society, you need to work in order to live, because you need to make money. Correct? Correct. You need to make money in order to live. So if you go and apply for a job, if you put down your name, which is fuck the drug war super nigger, I mean, I don't know how many people are going to take that seriously. I mean, maybe they should. Maybe they should. But, I mean, honestly, if I was a boss, I'd be like, okay, this guy's just fucking around. I'm not even going to take this guy seriously. You know? I mean, just logically, how are you going to get by? I mean, you have to make money to get by. So, I mean, I think they're just voicing their concern in that aspect. And I think in another aspect, some people may look at your name and think you're a racist. And if I have time, I'll get into that later. So, I think they're just voicing their concern. They're not saying, don't change your name to nigger. I mean, they're just being friends. You know, they're looking out for you. How dare they look out for you, Variablast? Let them, yeah, they should just let you ruin your life. I mean, how dare they have your best interest in mind? I mean, in 149, you essentially try to reframe what the word nigger means. You try to reframe or redefine what the word nigger means, and you basically say it's a reference to a Chris Rock skit, or the Chris Rock skit where he talks about how in one of his comedy specials, where I'm assuming this is the one you're talking about, where he says he loves black people but he hates niggers, and you see that as negative. Well, okay, yeah, that's negative. And then you say the other reference is just a black person. Again, nigger is a slur, Variablast. I mean, how many times do I have to say this? Nigger is a slur. It's a racial slur. It is not. You do not reference a black person by calling them a nigger. if you reference a black person by calling them a nigger, you're probably going to be viewed as a racist. I'm just going to point that out, okay, Variablast? But I don't think you do that. I don't think you do refer to black people as niggers. Because if you did, you'd be a racist. Just pointing that out. You know, an interesting aspect to the Chris Rock thing is, I remember seeing an interview where he said he actually regretted doing that skit, that whole bit, because it kind of gave people this license to kind of use the word nigger in a liberal way that he kind of wasn't going for, and people took it wrong way. You know, people took it like, you know, like you're taking it. You know, like you. People were doing what you're doing. So he actually said he regrets doing that, and that I believe he even said he doesn't do that bit anymore for that specific reason. He took it totally out of his act. And I think if you look at his latest comedy specials that he's done, he actually doesn't use that word that much. I think he's actually made an effort not to use the word specifically because of what happened when he used that bit. And I think it's interesting that he would do that, even though you claim it's just a word. You know, and funny, Richard Pryor did the same thing, which it was funny. He was referencing that, in that article that started all of this off, and how he changed his view after he went to Africa, and he never used the word in his act after he came from Africa ever again. I think it's interesting how they would change their views on that so drastically. But it's funny how you don't like to. But I also find it funny and sad how you don't like to acknowledge that part. 223. You claim nigger has no slavery component to it. Really, no slavery component is associated with nigger. There's nothing. Nigger was never used never used to oppress people. Never used to refer to black people. It was never used in that way, in a derogatory term, and has no slavery component to it. Right? I mean, come on. That's just you being ignorant. I mean, you can't say stuff like that. That's just you being ignorant. I think at 235, I want to say, or maybe it's 255. I think it's 255. You say Egypt didn't have slavery. I mean, come on, man. Egypt had slaves. I mean, what are you talking about, dude? I mean, honestly, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There's not a civilization in human history that didn't have some aspect of slavery to it. Even today, there's slavery going on. So, I find it laughable that you would say a place like Egypt, especially Africa of all places. I mean, Africa's notorious for slavery. I mean, it's just laughable that you would say that. I mean, all of human history, people have either enslaved people or they've been enslaved, one or the other. So to say there's no racial, there's never been slavery, or the idea of slavery is new to Egypt, is utterly laughable. I mean, and again, you being ignorant of history. At 343, you claim nigger doesn't have a definition, which it does. Which it does, and I can't believe that you said that. And then you say, quote, it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter. That's what you say. Quote, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing that you would say that. That it doesn't matter. But I thought you were for lifting up people from oppression, Variablast. What happened to that? How come now it doesn't matter? At 4:30, you say, again, referring back to what you said earlier, which is, you know, lighten up, just get over it, it's just a word, you know,